This here was the old China Dam, built back in the 1800s by Chinese immigrants who were prospecting for gold in the area. I'm not sure if any gold was found or if what quantities were found. That was a long time ago. But this dam is located on Humbug Creek, a few miles north of Lake Pleasant. And there's a bit of water here, and it does spill into Lake Pleasant, though the water is mostly around here. There might be a spring, maybe. This is a pretty good sized dam, too. Made from solid rock and mortared together. And there's actually a hole in the dam here that was definitely strategically cut. You can see there's a clear square here. I bet it probably just eroded away over the 200 or so years it's been out here. You have a pool of water down here. Some shiny, those might be actually rock, actually, that's not gold. So there might have been like a sluice gate here to control the output of the water down the river. It also has some old wood. It also has some wood here, some old wood beams, so more proof that might have been a sluice gate. We run across and you can lift it up. Now it seems there's a lot of birds living up here. Actually, there were like tadpoles in this creek area. Although I'm not sure what they're gonna do because it kind of fizzles out right there, and it kind of starts just over there. Doesn't really go much past that area. But let's go up real quick. Okay, so now we're at the top of it. So it's a pretty big dam, looks to be at least 30 feet high. And we also have what I think is a diversion dam up here. It's a concrete structure. I think that was built to redirect the flow of the water to go down here instead of down that way. Because there was a fail built that there's a pretty good amount of silt and debris that have been built up over on that dam. And we'll check that one out over there in a second. Okay, let me just get up here, I guess, on top of the dam. Okay, now on top. A bit windy. It's quite nice. It's kind of hot here in Arizona today. Though it is summer, that's kind of cool, I guess. Got some foliage, fauna growing out of it. How strange. Let's see. Creek, possible spring area right there, because there's no water down there. I just see here there might have been another area because there's like looks like maybe making to a sluice gate. Maybe this was where they mined the stone from, because you can actually see bores, these vertical lines in the wall. That's a mine. Get down there. Don't know. Let's keep going. Ooh, now look at this here. Got something cool. Now, based on these, this might have been another sluice gate because you got two rock walls here. That looks slightly like it could have held a sluice gate. Let's take a quick look in here. I'm not gonna go too deep, obviously. Ooh. Yeah, there's line on the other side. It is an old sluice. Go dark in here. Ooh. bats. I don't like bats. You know, I'm fine with bats actually. I don't like rabies. And bats carry rabies. Look at that. Yeah, there's an old sluice, you know, sluice gate. Coming a walking path actually. There was a path down there. Look at the stone. I didn't see this from over here. That's really cool. I'm gonna walk and stick on that end. Yeah, definitely looks like an old path here. Mule train, maybe? Back in the 1800s, they sure weren't using. I doubt they were using cars out here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go check out that diversion dam over there and see what that was. So here's the diversion dam of sorts. So I believe this was built to of course, redirect the water down that way. Though, look at the plaster on it. It looks a bit newer than the China Dam. And it has been graffitied too with someone's tag. Yeah, there's a whole lot of silt behind it that has built up over the years. Have this weird pile of rocks here too. You can see someone's built a campfire here because the debris in the wall is burnt. Very interesting area. So I'm still north of the dam. What I've got here is some old homesteading equipment and supplies. Got here's an old bed frame. This might have been a stove at one point. It's too sharp to tell. It's full of holes, but we have broil off. I think it's pretty sure that's what that said. Full of holes, sadly. I hate when people do that. I have no clue what this object was. Over there we got a fridge. That there is probably the door of the fridge. I see a latch on it. Here's the old fridge. Yeah. See, that was the bottom there. I got the screws on it. These appear to be cooling racks. Also full of holes. Some sort of pipe. Interesting area. Reclaimed by the flora and fauna now. Oh, this also has some wording on it. Let's see. Yeah, it's an oven. You know, an old range. It looks like there's something over there. But first over here, I've seen these pits a lot around this road. Not sure if these are just like tanks maybe, or maybe prospect pits. It's probably one of the two, I'm not sure which. But down here, I've got the ruins of something. Looks like the back of a pickup truck. Just get down here real quick. Yeah, that's the bed of an old pickup. Yeah. There's a road up there. It's very faint and there's no tire tracks on it either. The only tracks I've seen on it are railroad tracks, so not many people come out here, it seems. Cool truck bed though. I wonder what model it was from. It's on the back. No model number. It is a pretty old one too. It's been out here for a long time. It's pretty rusted. Poke under it too. Pretty area. I think this is far north as I'm gonna go for now. Tomorrow I'm gonna go south of the dam and check out maybe that path leads on the way back. Well, tomorrow I mean, not tonight. It's time for me to head back to camp. But you know, pretty cool area out here.